Today, I can tell you officially that we have a sort of water system in our house, which means that I can shower in our cabin. I don't have to drive into the village anymore. So it's a very exciting day. We've had this system up for a few months almost, but it hasn't been completed. So I haven't been able to show you like everything when it's done. So now we can officially say that the shower is working. We even have a washing machine. We have a dishwasher and water in the taps, but not for drinking water. But I will talk more about this in a minute. I need to just dry my hair, go put some clothes on, and then I will be back. I think I need a coffee as well. I just finished my cycling challenge for this month, which was 250 miles, 402 kilometers on my spin bike. 2 days early, but I'm gonna go and change, get out of this, put on some clothes, and then I'm gonna show you the system, tell you how we figured it out, how it works here on Svalbard, and also if you're new, my name's Cecilia and I live on Svalbard, an island close to the North Pole. And out here where our cabin is, we're not connected to the village's plumbing or water system. The only thing we have out here is the electricity. So we're on grid, but we're also semi-off grid, as I would like to say. So we don't have proper plumbing or anything like that. But I'm gonna explain it all. I'm gonna show our toilet that burns our poop. I'm gonna show you the water room that we now call it and how it all works. But first, I need to get out of this. So give me 1 second. That's better. I felt like putting some makeup on today. I don't do that often now that I don't have a proper job to go to or like an office. But I think I'm gonna start doing it more often, at least getting proper clothes on. It's quite nice, it's quite refreshing. So much looking forward to fall. I say this all the time, but I'm genuinely am. Like, I've had a really good summer so far. Well, we have barely been out of the water. You know what? Our boat goes in the water soon again, so I'm gonna take that back. I'm not over Svalbard summer just yet. But I'm ready for like Svalbard autumn/summer. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a coffee because I feel like I need one. It will give me good vibes. And then we're gonna go and look at the water room. And I'm gonna explain how all of this happened. Okay, let's go do a coffee. Wow. All right, now we have a coffee. Very nice. So, you might remember this, the new hallway. When we built the new cabin, the original hallway was way over there, but we wanted to put a new one here, make it bigger, and also better access to like the house like this, not at the furthest point. But in here, behind these doors, is a special room that you guys haven't seen yet, that I'm gonna show you now. So we had to think very strategically when we decided that, okay, we're gonna go and put a cabin system of water in. So when we did the planning for the water room and for this system, we had to put everything in the same spot. That's also why the water room is right here, close to everything. Because if you would put it at the other end of the house, you would need, first of all, a pump system that could be strong enough to pump it through. Then you also need to make sure that it's warm enough over there to keep it from freezing, or from the lines from freezing. So we decided the shortest route possible would be the best one, would also be the safest one. First, we thought we would put the pipes on the outside of the wall because we thought that it would be too cold to put them on the insides of the wall, depending on if it was an outer wall or not. But then we realized that if we put the room here, we would never need to put any pipes in an outer wall. We would only put them in the inside walls in between, so they would be warm enough. So far that has worked out great, and the only place where we didn't put it on the inside of the walls is the bathroom, and I'm going to show you that, and that is because it being an outer wall, and also a lot easier if anything were to happen, because you don't really think about it. But first of all, I'm going to show you the room with the big W, the big water room.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN, and this is presented to you by Grim and Fenris because they got to start working for their treats. Go to nordvpn.com/Cecilia to get an exclusive NordVPN deal. NordVPN is the go-to VPN to protect your data while traveling and to unlock entertainment websites like Netflix. They have no data logging and super fast servers.
Today is a super stormy day here on Svalbard, very moody. But if you want to see some beautiful Svalbard views, you can head to this website and you can use the VPN to be able to see all of their Norwegian content. So that's perfect. So you can see more of Svalbard and you can see old Longyearbyen. There's so much interesting footage on there. So go to nordvpn.com/Cecilia to grab the exclusive deal. It's all risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. You guys, how did it feel to do 1 day of work? I would say 2 minutes of work. How are you doing? You look great in glasses. Can you see better? So to make this space also kind of smart, since it takes up the whole side of this, we just put these hangers up and we hang absolutely everything on here. It's just way easier. And also what we did is we did 2 double doors and we did the outer door one with an extra opening. So if something were to happen or we wanted to put in a new tank, or we wanted to change the tank, we would be able to get it out. Let's go inside. So here it is, the very cramped water room, but very important room. You can also see that we did, as of course, we built it like a bathroom. So everything is waterproof, I don't know what you say. And then we also have the whole floor sealed. So if anything would leak here, it would drain out through a drain, because you kind of have to think about that. And also when we built this room, since this would hold a lot more weight than a regular room would in like one spot, we did a lot more of the, I don't know the technical terms, but I can tell you and show you at the same time. So just bear with me. We put extra planks on the floor, whatever you say, in the building, so that this could take a lot more weight than a regular floor would. Because otherwise, you know, this could just go. So in this tank, I'm not sure it can take, I can't remember how much it can actually take, but we have a few 100 liters here that we have to bring down. And then we get it from the village and then we bring it down here and we fill it. So this just opens up and we just dump water in there. Now you can also see that we have a lot of storage. I put all the Christmas stuff in here. And we actually installed the washer and dryer lately, and that was exciting. The thing is, when you don't have running water, you realize how much water something actually uses. And I would say a normal wash takes around maybe 60 liters. So we use the instruction manual to look at exactly how much water each program uses. And then we kind of calculate, okay, we'll do at most 1 load a week, not even. So how this works is, here is the tank. This is just built on top so we can put things up here, and the chaos, this is just organized mess. Then you have these lines going through the pump system that pumps it through the house and to the other, you know, lines that go to other places, you can see. So that is the bathroom behind here, which is very good. So when we take a shower, it literally goes, you know, right next door. And that's how we kind of planned it. Then you have here a water heater. This also needs its own chimney. That's why we have so many chimneys on the house. So it runs on propane, and the propane is outside in a steel box. So when standing here in the kitchen, the water room is just right there. So the lines going to it, or the pipes, I guess, are underneath here, all the way to this. That was one interesting thing, which I think shocks most people when they're here. Since it's a pump system, you can hear the pump very loudly when it gives you a new push of water. So I'm gonna put this on and you're gonna listen to it, because I think this is what shocks most people. Let's see. So the pump, it's very loud, but we don't even hear it anymore. It's kind of like, if you want water, you're gonna get this sound. But I think it pushes out, well, it has like 8 liters or something. I think it's under 10, but over 5. We don't really know how much, before it makes that sound, which is quite good though, because when you're in the shower, like an average shower, I think for a person is 70 liters. Anyway, we do not have 70 liters per person for a shower. So anytime you hear that, I usually give guests 4 of those. So I say, when you're in the shower, take 4 of that, and then you need to be done. So it's good. It's like a reminder that, okay, don't use too much. But when you live like this, you don't use too much. You are very wary of how much water you have. So it's not really a problem. But we are not super strict about our usage either right now. We're so used to it that we know I would never have the tap on. Like even when I leave this house and I'm at somebody else's place, it is so unnatural for me to let water waste. So it's just in my mind. So this is the bathroom if you haven't seen it before. So the shower basically works just like a regular shower. We put the plumbing, the pipes on the outside here because this is an outside wall, which means that in the winter it's prone to get really cold, and we don't want any pipes to freeze. We want to avoid that. I think that was our biggest kind of concern, that okay, what happens when it becomes minus 30 degrees and it's windy out, and what if a pipe bursts in the wall? Now let's talk also about where the water goes. So it goes all into pipe under here, and then it goes through a filtration system, and then it goes and filters in a creek, and then it goes out towards the ocean on the beach. But a reminder is that there is no sewage going in this. Our toilet and everything does not go in this. Our toilet is an incineration toilet, so it actually burns everything. So the only thing that goes out in these pipes is from the shower, from the washing machine, and from the sink. So we've put a lot of time and effort to try to find good products that we can use here that will be kind to the environment. So we don't use harsh chemicals. We don't put anything, down the drain that won't be okay after the filtration. I'm also looking to get it's like a micro plastic ball, I think, because when you wash your clothes, it can give off like microplastics, and then that goes out with your washing water. So I'm gonna get one of those. And when you do a water system like this, or a water system in general, you have to apply at the government's office, show them what you're doing, how you're gonna be mindful of the environment, and then they approve it. So everything is approved. But I'll show you the toilet as well, because I haven't shown our toilet in a really long time. I think this one shocks most people. Hello and welcome to Toilet Talk with Cecilia. This is our incineration toilet. This is run on propane and it burns your business. So what you do is you open this, and it's gonna start. Then you take a sheet like this and you put it like so. And then you do your business here. Make sure to aim, it doesn't matter, it all goes down anyway. So you do your business here, and then when you're done, you close this, and then you press this button, and everything goes into under here, which is like a huge steel bowl or something. And then you'll hear it ignite, like a little explosion in here. You can hear it so well. It goes poof, and it burns everything. It burns it to super fine ash. So we have to empty this every 3 months or something, not even, and it will just be this super non-poop scented ash. This toilet works great. This is a lifesaver if you don't have plumbing and you only have electricity. The only thing is that it's a bit expensive. We've calculated that if you want to do a number 2, it's going to cost you $1. So 1 poop, $1. Kind of fun. But you know what? It's just the way it is. That's how cabin life works. Wasn't that exciting? But yeah, so that's how the system works. Our drinking water, however, we're not drinking from the tap because since the water is sitting there in a container, we can never guarantee that, it's super fresh drinking water, even though it should be completely fine. If it's a little bit warm or whatever, we just want to avoid any problems that could arise from that. So we are still getting these in, filling them with water, and just using these. We're gonna get something nicer, maybe one of those that you have in an office, you know, with like the thing and then the fountain underneath. I think we're gonna get one of those to just fill, because I mean, lugging these around, these are just like always on a countertop. When somebody comes over there, like, can I get a glass of water? I'm like, yeah. And these are also like, these go in the car, so the outside of them are super like shitty, but the water inside is fresh. So maybe one day we're gonna spice those up and make them beautiful, but you know what? At the moment, we don't care. But so it feels unreal to have a shower at home at the same time as it feels like I've always had a shower at home. Why does the mind work like this? When you don't have it, we were still flexible AF and we're like, it's fine. We went in, you know, in the polar night to have a shower because it's so worth it living out here. But now that we have a shower, it's like we don't really understand how we went without one for like a year, almost more. So yeah, the only thing we would change now, I think, is that we would make enough space in the bathroom for the washing machine and the dryer. That's one thing that we've realized, that we should have made the water room smaller and the bathroom a little bit bigger, just so we could, the bathroom is big, but with just a little bit more, you know, roomy for, we could have put that in there. But, you know, we didn't, and that's okay. You learn a lot when building a house. And also, if possible, I would love to build a house first as a trial house, and then I'd like to build my house. So, because you learn a lot. I think I'm gonna make a video on that, by the way, on like what we learned from this process and the do's and the don'ts. Well, not the do's and the don'ts, actually, what we kind of would have changed. Because there are a few things that I'm like, why didn't we do this? So, you know what, I'm gonna make a video like that. Because when we were doing this cabin, figuring this water system out, there was nobody who could tell you, this is what's gonna be the best for you. You should use this. Everybody uses different things up here. You know, nobody says, oh, this is the best, because it all so depends on where you are, what your budget is, what kind of system you're putting in. And we were just guessing. We have water. Now, really, this cabin starts to feel like a house. I saw a comment that someone's like, it's not a cabin. I'm like, but, you know, we don't have a plumbing, we don't have water. You know, it is, and for us, it is very much a cabin, but it does look like a house. Right now, it looks so, you know, like a proper home. I'm so happy. But the struggles behind, you know, the camera and how we get water, you know, we have to carry it down here. That is what makes this place a little bit of a cabin. You can't just take a long shower. You can't just leave the house when it's -20. We have to have a plan on how cold it gets. We have what? We have a heater. No, we have temperature tellers, thermometers in almost all the rooms in the house that Christopher has in an app, so we can check at all times what the temperature is and if anything, you know, is too cold. So now I'm gonna not have to go and wash myself at other people's houses. And also, now that we have water at home, guess what it's time for? It's time for Grim's first shower in 1 year. He hasn't had a shower in 1 year. Now, if you have a dog, you might be like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. No. They're Finnish Lapphunds. We live on Svalbard, so during winter, you don't wash your dogs at all because they create this insulation within their fur, and they also take regular snow baths. So he doesn't live outside at all, but he's outside so much and loves to sleep in the snow. So if it's -30, he's completely insulated. It's the most magical thing to watch. If you go and if you see him laying in snow and it's snowing, nothing is melted around him because he keeps all of his body heat inside. It's fascinating. So during winter, you do not mess with their fur. There's also absolutely no need. He's outside, he smells like fresh air. He gives himself snow baths every day, so he will, you know, clean his fur in the snow. And also when it's snowy, it's super clean. There's no dirt here. But during summer, that's when it's bad. There's always this season of super muddy when it goes from winter to summer. So, but now he really smelled like swamp water, and he just needed his proper first shower. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna shower him, and Fenris also, who's staying with us. They both smell bad. So Grim's first shower in a year and Fenris' first shower in 6 months. You're gonna die when you see how small and how much they hate this. So let's go and wash the dogs. Oj, Fenris! Ja, det kommer bli så bra. Your first shower, honey, in a year. In 1 year. Du måste. I'm sorry. You have to. You smell bad. Vänta. Så ja. Så. Oj. Vänta. Så. Oj, oj, oj. Oj. You are very, very, very dirty. Oatmeal shampoo. It smells like oatmeal. It's scary. It's very necessary. It's a messy job, this is. Nej, 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 tillbaka in igen. Tillbaka in igen. Vänta. Flink. You're so cute. Oj, 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 what is it? Oh my gosh, no. You survived. You survived. Kom. Kom. Kristoffer, han överlevde! Ska vi gå till Kristoffer? Let's walk together. Look at him. Kom nu. Kom. Jag kom down. Smelling at him. This is fine. He needs to get his scent back. Åh, hur kändes det? The time has come. It's your time to get a shower. He's a little bit easier to work with than Grim. He's like, yeah? Oh, you gonna get a shower? I think the last time you got one was in 6 months. And I don't know what you've done, but you're sticky. You're sticky. You're gonna love it, okay? I'm gonna be so nice to you. You're gonna smell like oatmeal. Okay, what's that? It's gonna be great. Okay. You're like, what? What's happening? God, it smells like a dessert. Like a dessert. You know? Oh yeah. Cine, oh, she's so dirty. You are so much better than Grim at this. You know that, right? Oh, so happy, buddy. Vänta. Ja, skaka av dig. Det kommer gå jättebra. Nu måste vi veta hur man gör sånt. Okay, that didn't work. I'll help you. Oh, we'll do it in here. Du måste skaka dig. Do you not know how to do that? Fenris. Hey! Oh my god, not in the house. Nej, inte på. Kom, not on the couch. God's sake. Yeah. Look at it. Not the new couch. No. Fenris, contain yourself. Vänta. I have a present for you. Kolla handduken. Oj, det var så trevligt. Kom. Kristoffer, hjälp. For God's sake. Tror att han är ren i alla fall. Kom in. Kom, Fenris. Stop this from happening. Oh my gosh. The new couch. Goodbye.
Kom on,
Nej, nej, nej.
Kom on. Fenris. Kom on.
Oj, you smell so good, Fenris. What could that be? Oatmeal? Yes. Oatmeal shampoo. Oj, så gott, va? Åh, du är så fin. Yeah, you're already clean. Are you getting the luxury spa? Yeah. Varsågod.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you do that. And also remember to check out our Patreon if you want to see different content that doesn't make it to YouTube. So we have coffee chats, we've got some cooking with Christopher and some other fun stuff. So check that out. See you in the next video. Bye.